Word on the street, the girlies wanted a makeup tutorial, so here it is.
Tell me what you say now. Tell me what you say, come again. If you cannot stay down, then you do not have to pretend like there is no way out.
Word on the street, the girlies wanted a makeup tutorial, so here it is. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Britt, and in this video I'm going to be showing you my everyday makeup look and how I get it done. As usual, turn on your post notifications so you never miss an upload. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for chilling with me. Okay, so getting right into it. You want to moisturize. I don't know what type of moisturizer you use. I use Laneige. Can you see that? Can you see that? I use Laneige, and it's the cream, their moisture cream. I'll have everything linked, so if I skip past something, don't worry. I do not want this long and drawn out. Don't forget that neck, because as we get older, if you neglect your neck is one of the first places, your neck and your hands, that'll snitch on you. Can't be lying. Talking about you 20. Then I'm gonna go in with the under eye cream. This one is from Sephora. Everything will be linked. So, and I'm gonna do my best to link it in the order that it was used. I have like dry under eyes, so I like to really like moisturize it. This is like a good thick moisturizing cream, under eye cream. I'll get it all in there. I really want to be able to get through this tutorial without my camera overheating, because that's what makes the process so long and drawn out, is the camera overheating because of the lights, and you have to stop. Okay, now that we got that, you want to like wait. I don't want to say too long, like, but I want to say like 3 to 4 minutes for your products to basically like do its job, to like really melt into the skin. Because when I didn't know no better, what happens is sometimes you layer on all these products, and when you do that, they start to like unravel. Like if you ever putting stuff on your face and you feel like you see white stuff on your face is crumbling, it's just because certain products are either not compatible with each other, or that you just didn't wait enough time in between to apply another product. So I'm gonna sit for a second and I'm gonna let this melt in. Okay, so next up, my setting sprays. Okay, this is Skindinavia oil control priming spray, and then this is the oil control finishing spray. So I am going to be using these throughout the process. I'm first going to start with this right now to prime my face, but as I go along, you will see after every step when I'm putting on my liquids, I will spray my face like this, and this is the key to getting your makeup to stay all day. I've been in in seriously hot climates, and this is the only primers that I generally use, so it's gonna keep your makeup on. Yeah, let's spray. I'm a little heavy-handed. So we let that dry in again before adding another step. Okay, so that has settled in a bit. So right now, what I'm going to do, I'm not going anywhere, but I would have put on, if I was going somewhere, I would have put on my sunscreen, but I can't waste it because it ain't cheap. But right now, I'm going to be using my Becca Pore Primer. What is it? Professional? I feel like it's Pore Perfector. Right now I'm going to be using my Becca Pore Perfector primer. Obviously I loved it. I had it for a while. When I didn't really know how to use it, or know that I should be waiting in between my layering products, this was the main thing that taught me that, because my face would build up and have such a white cast on it. So right now I just warm it up on my fingers. I just hit my problem areas, which is always the sides of my nose and like my chin. Gotta be careful with it. It will dry you out. And then I'm oily skin, so I tend to use oily products. I tend to use matte products, so I had to learn how to use this quickly while using like a matte foundation, because what I found is that my face dried so quickly and it was so hard for me to do my foundation routine. So yeah, so then put that on, dry it in, T-zone matte. So what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna use my finishing spray, the spray that you generally use at the end. Remember, there's different type of finishing sprays, and they're used for different things. Some make you dewy, some last a little bit, some takes away the powdery look, some is made to last all night. Most makeup artists, a lot of makeup artists do use these. I follow Wayne Goss, and he's the one that put me onto it like years ago when I was into makeup. A lot of people, who else? Him and Boss Ass Makeup, because they was like, they use it for their brides and it stays all day. They actually have a line for their brides. So yeah, this is what I use. It's crazy, people always talk about my bright under eyes and stuff like that, and how they love it, and how I do my makeup like the UK girlies. I'm like, girl, a bitch been doing her makeup and the under eyes been white. Okay, like, I don't know, the first person, it's not no shade in nothing, but the first person I ever saw her doing it was like the Beat Face Honey, Jackie Aina, Makeup Shayla, Desi and Katie, like, what's her name? Crispy? What happened to Crispy? She used to be on makeup. Like, I was watching YouTube back in like 2013, 2012, from 2012 on, and like, I remember when Kim Kardashian first, took that picture with Makeup by Mario with the under eye, and everybody went crazy for, what is it, the Ben Nye powder, the yellow powder, because everybody wanted their eyes bright. But before Kim, I had saw Rihanna, and I was reading an article, and she was like that she likes the translucent powder because she likes her under eye bright. And I was looking for it, and I was buying the under eye powder, and I couldn't figure out why it would not be bright, because my dumbass wasn't going 2 to 3 shades lighter for concealer under my eye. I was using a regular concealer, and sometimes I would go 1 shade lighter, but I wasn't getting the undertone right. So I'm using a new foundation, and it's the Nars. I threw away the box. Literally just threw away the box. I'm not getting up. It's the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation. Like I said, it's going to be linked. This is a first impression. Ooh. Watery. This bitch is watery. So let me just, yeah. So didn't know it was gonna come out like that. So let's start with a little bit, because we don't know if a little bit goes a long way, because what we never want to do is be cakey. So right now, oh, it looks so good. When I tried it in a store, I had tried another color, and it was like pretty close to my face, but it was like, I think like a shade darker than this. But you know, when you're in these beauty stores, in the Sephora's or whatever, their lights are different. I think they have fluorescent lights, whatever lights it is that they use that normally comes with like a vanity. Like, it doesn't really give, oh, it's matching so well. It doesn't really give you, you know, the proper lighting experience, because so many times I've bought stuff in these stores and I had to go home, and then when I'm home I figure out that the lights were playing tricks on me, and that this ain't my damn color. And also, like, you might have a certain undertone, like I have yellow undertones, but sometimes in certain foundations you could be cool undertone, like, you know, you can be warm undertone. So don't just go for a certain undertone simply because you know it's that, because sometimes if you're looking in a foundation, you might not find your color. Like in Rihanna, you can see this is like, it's starting to oxidize a little bit. I feel like I'm starting to look a bit red, but not in a bad way. I feel like Rihanna's foundation, I've never ever found my color in it, my exact color. I just always look orange. Like, every time I tried, I bought that foundation, no lie, 6 times. Like, I've been like exchanging it and stuff. I just have never found my color, and I just gave up. I remember one time I waited a year, went back like after it launched, still couldn't find my color. People tried to help me, it would look good, and it would be like, nope. Oompa, oompa, doopity-doo. That's what it was given. But also, the foundation like broke me out. And I remember trying to use other things to see if maybe I stopped using other things, but to see, like, you know, I was trying to cancel out what I thought it was, but it was the foundation, because I would break out every time. And it's something in her powders. There is an ingredient that she has in her products that breaks me out. This definitely gives a little red. Right now I just used a concealer that is my skin tone, just to color correct. I don't really be using color correctors. You can sometimes. I find that, well, I always use the LA Girl one, and it makes my makeup orangey, so I just try to stay away from it. I put it at the corners of my mouth, and I have some hyperpigmentation on my cheek area, so I put it there. I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit, so because when you let your concealer sit, you get more of a use out of it, because what ends up happening is it basically thickens. So when it thickens, it spreads nicer and you use less product. So yes, so we're gonna let it sit. I apologize if you hear my fan on. I'm not sure if I said that, but it gets hot in here. Hopefully I'm screaming loud enough so that you guys can hear it. So we're letting it sit. Foundation looks pretty good though. Don't forget to come down on your neck. I'm shaking. I sound like I'm about to cry. I sound like Candy from Real Housewives of Atlanta. She always sounds like she about to cry, especially when they talk about her mom. She's like, don't talk about my mom. Yeah, I just popped a pimple there, and the dermatologist did her thing on it. So I'm gonna start to blend out. I really don't know how this foundation reacts, so we're gonna find out by the end of this. I also have a new concealer that I haven't tried out before. 2 new concealers actually. I bronze with concealers. Some people do. Some people actually use concealer. Actually use real contour products. I just use a bronzer concealer. I feel like it warms me up better. I like the way it looks. I like to look bronzed. Don't ever forget to do your eyelids. As a brown woman, as a woman of color, the size of our mouths, our elbows, our knees, our kitty, it be a little bit darker than our skin color, and it be snitching on you. Can't open this. Wow. And in the past, people used to be like, oh my god, I love your eyeshadow, what are you wearing? Because I would take my foundation up like this, so it would give a cat eye when they seen like my real skin color on my eyelids. They would really think I had something on my eyelids, but I just didn't put no makeup there, and it was darker, so it basically looked like I had eyeshadow, which was cool. I remember my friend Esther had asked me that one time. I'm like, why people can say it? She's like, I could see. I'm like, oh shit. And that's when I realized this is my new concealer I'm using. It's from Estée Lauder. I actually really love Estée Lauder's products. I used to think that it was granny-ish, like old people products, because it was around since back in the day. And I don't anymore, because that's my favorite foundation. The Estée Lauder Stay in Place. When I tell you its name is really everything, like, it's gonna stay in place. I'm heavy on my concealer. I will add more than 1 layer to get the brightness. I don't know how this works, so I'm not gonna OD, but yeah. So I'm just gonna let this sit there while I go to my new concealer that I'm gonna bronze with. I didn't show you this. This is the Estée Lauder concealer. Sorry if you can't see it. And then this is the Huda Beauty. I hate saying that because I always say booty because I have a list. So goofy, Brittany. Ew. Hate you. So I don't know how this works, so I'm putting a little bit here. I usually go higher on my cheekbones. Back in the day, we used to go a little bit lower, and I remember a couple years back, I had watched Makeup Shayla. She had went to, was it Mario or Ariel? She either went to Makeup by Mario or Makeup by Ariel makeup class, and they said that you should bring your concealer higher because it lifts your face. When you bring it low, it's like dropping down your face, and it made such a difference in the way my makeup looked. I also have a very round face, so it helped me basically, you know, just carve my face in a better way. Just know that for your face shape, you might have to contour a different way than I do, which is okay, but they have plenty of face charts where you can figure out your face shape and stuff like that, and they show you where you should be adding your contour, where you should be adding your highlight. So you want to make sure that sucker is blended down, because when I ain't know no better, it never used to be blending out all the way and you will really just see a harsh ass line. And honey, that was not cute. Wasn't nothing cute about that. Cheekbones. Oh, I forgot that I really wanted to show on TikTok the different stages of me doing this so that I could promote this video when I was ready on TikTok. So let's do that now with my dumb ass. Me every step of the way until my makeup is done. I feel like it will definitely intrigue people to want to watch. Push that up. Push that up, y'all. I always wear my headband when I'm doing my makeup. I hate it. That's another reason when I get my makeup done, I like cringe. Like, I'll be like, stay away from my forehead. Like, I'll fix it later. I do not like makeup on my lace, because it's like, when you don't have the damn makeup on, you got, you know, because makeup makes you darker. You know, my face without makeup, significantly lighter. So I hate when I don't have it on and then my lace looking all dark. Hated it. Don't be afraid to wipe some product off if you feel like there's too much on your sponge in certain areas. Don't be afraid. Now for my under eyes, I don't even know how this works. Oh, it's creamy. Ooh, love that. Back in the day when I was like doing like, wow. Back in the day, I really love that, guys. Sorry for the weird sound effects. You know how I get when I get excited. I'm gonna do a weird chuckle. Am I too bright? I'm gonna turn me down just a bit. It's giving glazed donut. And back in the day, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, to get the bright under eye, I would always use the Kevyn Aucoin's skin enhancer. That bitch was $50. And my ugly ass is in Sephora all the time getting it. I mean, a little bit does go a long way with the skin enhancer. I'll show you. I have some here. I used to like to wear it out to the lounges when I was going out with my homegirls. Because when I tell you your under eye, this is what it looks like, Kevyn Aucoin's. When I tell you your under eyes will pop, people used to be like, oh my God, I love your makeup. And I was like, yeah. So I loved it. A little bit goes a long way. If you use too much, child, you want to tell. It's creamy and under your eyes will crack because you won't be able to blend it out correctly. What I wanted to say, I don't know, should I zoom you in? Let's zoom the girlies in. So what I basically do is I go up the side of my nose. Don't be afraid, bitch. You ain't digging up your nose. Go in there and that crack by the side of your nose, because with me, can't speak for everybody else, what I noticed is that I would get a lot of oil buildup, and then it would be shiny there, and then like my makeup would come off the side of my nose, and I used to be like, what the fuck? But I learned to just really move my side of my nose and get in there. And then you go straight up. Look, you put your contour on, and on the side of your contour, you go straight up. This helps to make your contour more precise. And then you turn your beauty blender around the side that you had put your foundation and everything else on with, and you use it to blend it out so it's not that harsh. You marrying them together. You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, so we're gonna do that to this side as well. We're gonna blend, 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 blend. Bad bitches, all they do is blend, 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 blend. Okay? Then we're gonna take that sucker. We're not adding nothing else. We're gonna drag her up the side of your nose. Drag it. Push it back and forth until you get a seamless blend. Okay? Feel free to add more when you're done, but not before you blend it out. You see right here, it's harsh. You can tell the difference between my foundation and my concealer. We don't like that. Oh, my camera is overheating, so give me a second. So, I realized that I didn't spray my face again with the setting spray, but it's okay because I'm running out anyway, and I need to save it, preserve it. So, but after I would conceal, I would spray my face again. So you should definitely spray your face again. Don't worry, I'm gonna have more makeup tutorials, so you guys will see all my tips and tricks. Right now I'm using my regular face powder, and I'm bringing it down my neck. I'm trying to, my camera's acting like it wants to shut off. It's dying. So I'm gonna have to charge it. So, when I get to my forehead, and this is for all the ladies that wear lace, I switch my brush to a flat brush, and it's actually smaller. And I just go around my brows. I will be using this brush again to do my bronzer, and I just, where we contoured, I hit my nose as well, so you set that as well right where you contoured. Bring it up to the eyebrow. I like to use this flat brush to really get into the corners of my mouth, because for some reason the makeup used to love to leave there first, like, you know, you eat it off, whatever. So next, I take my bronzer, swirl it, and in circular motions, I go up towards my hairline. I do not go down. I go up. I do. Listen, it's going to be plenty of times in life when you got to go low and tell somebody about themselves, but not in this situation. You go up. Okay? Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high. Shit. One might say, when they go low, we go to hell, but it's not really that type of situation. Circular motions, I get the apples of my cheek as well. You see that? I'm starting to bring color back into my face. Circle, circle, circle. And I'm basically framing out my new face shape. So I get right here too. Or where we contoured. The only thing that I want bright is my under eye and my forehead. You see that? Circle, 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 you bronze. Because if you only do it in certain spots, it looks kind of funny. Do not ever forget to do your jawline. Okay? You get that jawline too. I get it generously. Some people don't like bronzer. I never used to use bronzer. I used to think that it was something that only white people use. I didn't know no better. Thank God for YouTube. And it changed my life. It changed the way my makeup looked. Like, even when I was trying to do a bright under eye, I was walking around looking very freaking scary with a white under eye. And I ain't have nothing to even it out, even my skin out. Just a white under eye and then my regular skin tone. No, I'm using that same brush in my bronzer. And I'm getting my forehead. I'm bringing it around. Where we contour, I'm bringing it down. You see, remember I contoured it. Where we highlight, you see I brought my highlight all the way over here. It's okay. You bring it down and you marry it together. You marry them. They go together whether they like it or not. Because if you don't, you will see a clear divide from where the highlight starts and where the contour starts. That's not what you want. That shit is tacky. I cringe when I see women like that. Like, oh my God, girl. Blend it in. If you have on a headband, move it back a little bit just to make sure you don't have a separation between your hairline and your makeup. So we bronzed. So we did that. That's check, right? So now we finna contour. Working against the clock. Working against the clock. So I use 2 colors. These are the same colors I'm gonna use for my nose. Nose contour, nose contour, and the same. And just for my cheekbones, I'm gonna use this color. Oh, my camera's dying. I'll be back. Oh wait, let me just try to go until it actually shuts off. And we just circular motions. You see that? You see how that color's there? We're gonna diffuse that bitch. We're gonna diffuse it. It's gonna have no choice but to blend in. Okay, actually, so I lied. So I have another camera battery. It's gonna die too. It's on like the last little percentage, but I just wanted to finish this up. It's like math. Whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. So I'm just contouring out my left side. I'm gonna take that same powder and I'm gonna run it along my jawline, because y'all know I'm about sick of my fat ass jaw. If you think I won't shoot this up with Botox, you are bugged out. Okay. So again, so circular motions, I start from back here and I drag it all along here, because this is, we want it to look like, you know, like this, seamless. So that's what I'm doing, back and forth. And you just want to make sure you're blending it, because you don't want a harsh line. Get the little turkey, because we don't need a gobble gobble talking to nobody, you know what I'm saying? We want our neck to be very much unfriendly. Okay, so if you ever feel like your contour is too harsh, don't be afraid to use your regular brush powder and just blend it out. It's not a big deal. It's makeup, it's powder, everything can be undone. Don't be scared. Blend it out. There we go, it's more decent. So with that lighter powder I was telling y'all about, why is my fan? The lighter powder I was telling y'all about, this one right here, we're going to begin to contour the nose. Let me bring you guys in. Come on, bitch. Don't be scared. And you basically already have it mapped out, because you literally mapped it out with your liquid concealer, right? When you put the with your liquid contour, when you put the concealer there and you just go up and down, you bring it towards your eyebrows with a light hand. You can always add more. Your only mistake would be putting too much on too soon, because you fucked. Because heavy makeup like that, because I love a heavy contour, but it only looks good for movies, from cinematic movies, and for pictures, like professional pictures as well. When you have that on walking around in everyday life, it's not cool. You see how my brush is literally going in a circle? 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. It's literally doing the work and blending it out. The type of notes I have, people go down here. I don't do that, because I end up getting this big ball here. Some people like it, I don't. The whole purpose for me is to give myself a nose bridge that I do not have, and to slim my nose. I don't want to do anything to make it any bigger. Love my nose. Love my black person nose, my ethnic nose, but we're going to keep it at its size. Okay? You see that? You see how my nose just came together? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the darker powder that we... Sorry. That we contoured with. And only right here, in the middle of your nose bridge, we're going to put it there and we're going to define it. And we're going to define. As you see, I used the same amount of powder for both sides. I didn't dip back in the pan. I put a little on both sides. And now I'm going to blend. Blend. Blend only right there. I'm not taking it down. I'm not bringing it up. Only right there, because that is how my nose bridge will become defined. And yeah, only right here, 3/4 in. That's it. And you can keep doing this as much as you need to do it to your liking. And now we got a nose bridge. Congratulations. Who needs plastic surgery? Nothing against plastic surgery, clearly. But then I'm gonna take that same, what is this, a beauty blender, and it's actually a sponge from Shop Miss A, which is $1, and they're actually the best sponges. If you guys want me to go over beauty products that I really like and I live by, whether it's beauty tools, whether it's beauty products, like a whole video on that, please let me know, because I will do it, because you don't have to break the bank to get the job done. So pinching, the same way we put that concealer up that nose is the same way we're going to set it and let it bake while we do everything else. My nose, I do bake. I don't bake anything else, but that nose, we're going to get it together. Also, I noticed doing this, it really does help when I wear sunglasses in the summer on a hot day. I noticed that the sides of my nose does not come off or leave the sunglass imprint. Again, we are pinching to go straight down the middle of where we highlighted on my nose. Look at that. Look at God. And I take just like a little brush and I clean it up, because you don't want to have the baking powder on your contour part. You only want it on the part that you highlighted. Don't be afraid to add a little bit more if need be, because we want it to bake in a straight line, right? Add a little right here to the corner so it could be super bright if you're into that kind of thing. No judgment here. Right here again, my problem area, just using whatever's left, nothing more, nothing less. And then blush. When I tell you I used to hate blush, I used to hate that bitch, and I hated it for a while, and then I went and got a whole bunch of MAC mineralized blushes, and I only used to put it on the high points of my cheek. I hated it on the apples, and it's shutting down, but I hate it on the apples. But I bring it up towards my hairline, and now I bring it down to my apples. And we're going to do the same to the other side. Everything will be listed below, and I'm going to really attempt to put it in the order that I used it. You can smile, bitch. Smile if you want to, so you can get it correctly. And I like to add on blush like heavy, simply because when I'm going out, I don't carry blush to touch up, and it just looks so good when it starts to marinate into your skin. So next, I'm going to take a powder that is like 2 shades lighter than me, either a shade or 2 shades, I can't remember, and I swirl it in there. And the same way how we went under our contour, we're gonna do it again. Look at that, look at that. And you just blend it. My camera's about to shut off in like 3, 2, 1. And you just blend it. Look at the difference from here. Your powder is everywhere, your bronzer's there. Over here we cleaned it up, and it's more precise, more neat. Don't be afraid to take your regular powder brush. Okay, so we're back. I don't even know where we left off. Oh, I think I was like, yeah. So clean both sides, contour, add a bunch of blush, right? So as I was saying, you know, you can marry it, bring it up here. Some people like to put it on their forehead and their nose. It's cool. Like, you could take whatever's left on the brush, and it really just adds to your color scheme. And it's just, honestly, it be looking cute, and it really adds to your face. It really does. It just marries everything seamlessly together, so nothing is really out of place. You can put it on your nose too. So now I'm gonna take a setting brush, and I'm just going to wipe the powder off of my nose, all over my nose, off, any extra underneath my eye. I moved my mirror back. And as you can see, the nose is snatched. I came back with my brows on while I waited. If you do want a brow tutorial, let me know. I just started doing my brows in a different way. That's new to me, so just let me know if you guys want a brow tutorial. So moving along, we're gonna prep for lashes. So my lashes are tailored from MINXS, as you guys know. So if you want a lash tutorial, let me know, because you can get one as well. It's so late, you guys. Like, it's not super late, but I ended up cooking like my lunch for tomorrow and my dinner while I waited for my camera to charge, and I ended up charging just both batteries just because. Do I need to zoom you guys in anymore? Okay. I ended up doing all that, so now I'm like over it. Cause now I'm feeling tired. I'm starting to wind down. So I like to like really quote my lashes. I always say quote and it's really coat. I love doing my bottom lashes. This is my favorite mascara. It's the L'Oreal Voluminous. Just be careful with your bottom lashes. Be careful with spraying your face when you're done, because you will get it all under here. I mean, you can always wipe it off with a spoolie when it's dry, but sometimes it just leaves the ugly dark mark. So just really be careful. I try to more so focus my mascara like towards the root of the lash and not so much the bottom, so that I won't get any transfer. So yeah. So now I'm gonna prep. You do not even have to do that. That's drama. I'm gonna prep my lashes. I'm gonna put glue on them. I'm gonna wait for them to get tacky, and I'm gonna put them on. So the lashes that I'm getting ready to put on are brand new lashes from Taylor Minks. They should be out in the next 2 weeks for sure. I already took pictures in them and everything to put on my website. So yeah. So right now I'm taking eyeliner, and I'm really pissed off about it that NYX discontinued this eyeliner, because it was really my favorite. But I went to Sephora the other day, and I'm trying their new one, which is right here, but I still ended up using the NYX. I just love it so much. Can y'all see me? I'm trying to do it in a way that y'all can see me. And bitch, don't show off. And you could just keep adjusting it as much as you need to. Oh, I should tell you that these lashes were already, I wore them. This is my second time wearing them. So they were already cut to fit my eye. So again, if you guys want a tutorial, just look at that. Look at the difference a lash makes. Damn, I should take a picture like this. I think that's what I'll do. I think I'm going to take a picture. So I know a lot of you guys always say that like their eyelashes never go on the same way. And it's because you're putting them on from two different angles. Like you'll go in and put like the left eye you'll put it in going this way, going straight ahead at your eye. And then on the right eye, you'll come down and put it on from above. And then when that happens, your eyelashes end up looking like you have on two different pair of eyelashes. Just not, you know, giving you the proper look that you're going for, that you want, or it's just not looking how you may see everybody else's eyelashes to go on. And it's all about your technique and the way that you put on your eyelashes. So, again, if you want that tutorial, let me know. I'm probably going to do it anyway. So now, let's move on to lips. I got my earrings and I went and put my earrings in. I got them from a boutique in the city. I get my earrings from just anywhere. Amazon, AliExpress. This lady named Maisie on Jamaica Avenue. Her boutique has been there for years on 165th Street. Next to the Patty Shop. Get my earrings from on Hillside Avenue, like off of Jamaica Avenue. There's like a lot of costume jewelry shops. I love costume jewelry. So sometimes y'all ask me where I get my earrings from, and I can't link it because I actually get it from stores, and they're like little indie shops, like little independent shops. So yeah, have it on my website. It's like literally like cash only stores. I always overline my lips. I always use 2 lip pencils. I always go in with something really dark and then something a little bit lighter, a little bit warmer to cool it down. Depending on the look I'm going for. I do wear this one. So I just go over it. Get under here too. That's your lip too. It's not a key. It's a full lips. Just overlining my lips. One thing about me, I'm always going to overline. This is one feature I'm going to enhance. Lips. And you want to make sure your pencil is really sharp so that you can get the preciseness and the precision that you need to overline your lips. So I'm gonna go on my lip gloss that I'm gonna use. I have so much lip glosses, you guys, but lipsticks I should say. I have a lot of lip glosses too, but I just stopped using them over the years. I don't know why. I used to use a lip gloss, a lipstick, then a lip gloss, and then yeah, on top. But I just started using over the years, like the pigmentation and lip glosses got so much better. Like, I mean, it got so much thicker, fuller, like pigmented I should say. Over the years it got more pigmented. So I just didn't really need to. I'm really just a gloss and type of girl. So now, what's going on over here? Excuse me. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use my Garnier spray, which is almost out. It's a rose water, and I'm going to spray my face to marry all the products together. I know I keep saying marry a lot, but like it'll literally stop your face from looking so powdery. It'll just look more smooth and put together, like you had on your makeup for a little bit longer, because you don't want to look powdery. Like, covering my eyes to protect my mascara from running, and I'm going to generously spray my face. She looking like something. She is looking like something. Baby, it's special. Okay. I must have got that forehead real good. Woo, child. Type of girl that don't give a fuck. Hey. Go in with the Skindinavia finishing spray that I was using earlier to finish off the look. I'm trying to wait for my forehead to dry in a little bit. Don't be afraid to dab your sponge. Don't really push it because you'll take the makeup off, but you can dab it off if it's like too much of a wet area, because sometimes if you put too much spray, you will literally see your makeup like running down your face. That could be disastrous. So here we go. We're gonna spray this. So we sprayed it, and yeah, you guys, I really think that this concludes our makeup tutorial. I love it. I love the way it turned out. This is like my everyday face. I know for some people they might think it's too much, but I'm too much, so who cares? But yeah, this is my everyday face. You can always, your look can always look toned down by toning down some blush, toning down the bronzer. You could wear lighter lashes, which I have. Shop Tell MINXS. You can wear shorter lashes. You could wear less fuller lashes. You could wear a more nudie-ish lip. So it's just ways that you can basically tone down your look, but I love it. I like the way it looks. My makeup usually lasts all day with my makeup done this way. Even being heavy on the blush, I don't carry blush with me, so I don't have to reapply. And it literally sits all day, and it looks beautiful in pictures. When you take pictures, you can. I like to really be able to see my makeup in pictures. I like to be able to see my eyelashes, so fuller eyelashes helps, you know. But yeah, that's the end of this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I literally just hit 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. So excited, so grateful for you guys. Yeah, if you have any suggestions for me, let me know below. Let me know what you think below. This is a positive space. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. You turn on your post notifications so that you never miss an upload. And tell a friend to come hang with me. Bye.
Tell me what you say now. Tell me what you say, come again. If you cannot stay down,